Welcome back to the channel, and thank you all for watching HCKT TV. Make sure you visit Everett, Kentucky. That's my hometown and the hometown of heroes. While you're visiting Everett, stay at Black Mountain Cabins and Campers, located there in Everett, Kentucky, just minutes from the trailhead. Also, while you're in Everett, eat at the Southern Belle Restaurant, located in downtown Everett. Also, if you support the channel, scan that QR code. Let's get started into this video. Thank you for watching.
I'm in the city, and I had no right of
expectation of privacy.
privacy. But when you store my face and you can track me wherever I go, then I think that's a violation of Kentucky law. So I would like to know if you can get back with us. Are you using it as facial recognition? Are you using it as license plate readers? Where is the data stored at, and how do we know our data is secure? Are the systems NIST 800-53 compliant? Are the systems fully secure? FSMA, if you want to know what those are, I can tell you. But is our data secure? Because if you're storing my data, I don't give you right to store my data. I understand in public you can take a picture of me, but if you're misusing that data, that's wrong and a violation of KRS code.
Okay, thank you. They absolutely would not.
City Council, I'm not sure if you can answer this or not, but I know that doing bonuses for, like, say, the police department or whatever is not authorized. They can't do bonuses. So if they had decided not to do a bonus but wanted to go ahead and give employees at the police department a raise for a week, a substantial raise for a week, change their hourly rate to call that a bonus, would that be something that has to be authorized through you guys?
I think once that we set the budget for that department, then that wouldn't be authorized. But every little thing they change within the budget, under the police department, fire department, we don't control that once we set the budget.
Fair enough.
And unfortunately, the way our budget's designed is it's one lump sum, which you heard me amend earlier. Because it's the
Well,
only way
I
you
guess
can't pick one thing or another.
I guess my question will be for Mayor Whittle then.
Okay.
So Mayor Whittle, back in, I believe you said 2023 is when the body cams were pulled, and it was due to lack of funding to get them up to date. 2023, is that correct?
Yes.
In November of 2023, did you and several other people vote, after you were told by the city attorney that you couldn't give a bonus, did you guys hold a vote to go ahead and give a pay increase in order to be the bonus and do it for 1 week?
Absolutely not.
I absolutely know it is. I did a FOIA request on it and I have it. I'd like to go ahead and present that to the city council as well.
Yeah, come on. Thank you. I'd like to see which city employees you're talking about.
You were one. It was at a city communication meeting. I believe it was November.
No, that's the dispatch board. That's not the city.
You were there.
I'm a member of the
So
dispatch board.
what you're doing is plain semantics. Because I do not have the knowledge you do.
No, I'm not.
Hold on,
I want to give you
hold on, I'm
clarification.
speaking.
That is not the PD.
I am speaking right now. Did you sit on a board with other officials in November of 23 and read that the city attorney told you you could not do a raise?
No, the city.
Or excuse me, you could not do a bonus.
We've never handed out a bonus, and the city attorney never
Correct.
has told me that.
Correct, because you were informed not to. After that,
To do what?
that you could not do a bonus.
You're
Did-
talking about the city-county board that Judge Westerfield, John Root, myself sit on when it comes to the dispatch board, what you're talking about. That's not city employees.
Okay, semantics. You know what I'm referring to. What I'm questioning is, where does that money come from? The money
That's
that
a
you
city
guys
county
authorized.
shared, the communications is something that the city and county share the burden of.
So you have money to circumvent policies, but not money, and I'm gonna say this, to protect your police officers by body cam footage. It isn't just for the community. I am retired law enforcement. I back the police. You have money to circumvent the laws in the state of Kentucky, but you do not have money to protect our officers and Doug Harless.
Go ahead. I will when you get done.
Just had one thing to say. I don't think anyone here fails to support the police. I don't think that's it at all. I think what happened and what has everyone so upset is that this looks like and feels like that it's indicative of some type of systemic failure where people are going rogue a little bit. People are taking over things that aren't under their umbrella, where people are stepping out and trying to do more and be more, and nothing's running the way it used to. This town has gone off the rails. I'm multi-generational. My family's been here for 4 or 5 generations. I know what this town's been like my entire life. I know what it's been like for my parents, for my grandparents. It's been a wonderful community. And now people are butting heads. They're coming out against each other. There's an unease and there's this miasma of fear in this town now. Whatever it's coming from needs to be stopped. This town needs to be what it was when we were all growing up here.
Yeah, I've got. We'll go ahead and take one. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Got a question for the mayor. Do you live in the city limits?
Yes,
You do.
yes.
What's the definition of living to you?
This is where my primary residence is. We own several homes throughout Laurel County and other places, but this is primary. This is.
Do you reside in the city?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I've got another question. So, the other night you said that you put them cameras up for big events. Mm-hmm. 2 was put on top of Local Honey the other night, right before the march. Was that the event that you wanted to
The march wasn't even going down to that portion, is that correct?
So why did you remove them cameras?
Well, when I was made aware of the cameras was going up, I asked for them to be taken down. But was the march going down to that portion of the streets?
But why did you ask for them to be removed?
There was no reason for them to be up when I'd heard about it.
Well, who decides where they go up anyway and when?
Well, I don't know that there's any one person, but if there's certain events going on, they will be
Make
put
a
up.
decision.
Do you have access to view that footage?
No, I do not.
Who has access?
It would just be the PD or probably the IT team here in the city. That was pretty funny, thank you. Anybody else with anything tonight? Let's just leave everything directed to me. Leave everything directed to me. I'm for body cameras. Again,
Sir, do you need the mic? That's all right. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to, my prayers to Doug's family. I didn't know him, but also it's important that we have prayers for all involved. This council, the police officers involved. It takes guts to go do what they do daily. The grand jury that will convene to see if they charge anyone. I pray for them, whoever they're going to be. The prosecutors, for direction and guidance. But I do want to clear up a few things. And this has nothing to do with that night. This is just in general. We have 4 judges, to my knowledge, that can sign search warrants. We got 2 district judges, 2 circuit judges. Maybe someone else? So, to guess who did it, it's probably one of those 4. I'm sure they're not negligent in what was presented to them. Then we have, can they go outside the city? This city council, that mayor, anybody in here doesn't have anything to say about whether they can or can't. It's our legislators. Contact your state reps if you don't want them to go out of the county. Because that is the law. Now, risk versus reward. Do you serve a warrant at night for a weed eater? I can't answer that. But people serve warrants all the time. That's the thing. And again, it's nothing these city police officers can say, let's do or let's don't do, because we can't, because it's not the law. It's the law. They can. They have that right. So I think if we want change in that, we don't talk to these people. We talk to the people that write the laws and the KRSs. Whether they can serve it after 10 p.m. is a no-knock warrant. From the video that I've seen, they knocked, announced, and maybe a minute, 12 seconds later, went in. So that tells me it wasn't a no-knock warrant. So they had the right. But it's hard to get on to people that don't have control of those things. It's the legislators. So please reach out to them. Okay.
Let's be respectful.
Yes.
Let's be respectful.
Yes, absolutely. But
let's be respectful, please.
When I started this, and I know y'all weren't paying attention, when I started this, I said I'm not discussing this incident. I'm talking about in general. Of course you don't care. I have no clue. Well, thank you. But my point is, the point is that I think you need to direct some of these things toward that legislature. This gentleman said earlier, why are they out in the city? Well, that's their right. Well, okay, well, all cities in Kentucky are wrong then. Advise each one of them, because it's their right. They can, especially to continue an investigation. When I was watching this earlier, somebody said, okay, if you get assaulted and the guy lives in the county, you don't want the city to continue that investigation to go get him. Everybody said no. We'll get punched in the face. You will be on the city's door saying he's right in the county, go arrest him. I mean, that's silly. It could be. It's okay.
We're not keeping track of
Time or what?
But you're missing the point. The point is they have that right.
2 minutes.
Can y'all make a motion for 2 more minutes? Didn't somebody say that earlier? Little Dougie?
He didn't do it.
We have given everybody time to voice and vet. At this point, we're going to dismiss the meeting.
No, I got a question first before we do that. We was talking about money, not having money for body cams. I'm just curious, how many new cruisers have we bought last year? I don't remember us approving any cruisers that we bought, but how many did we buy actually?
I think we've got 6 or 7 in total.
New ones this
Correct.
past year. And I guess were they just included in the budget? Because I know we didn't.
That is
approve.
correct.
Okay.
Sell.
Yes.
Amen.
I'm like a what? They chose to do that. You know, I know my role. I know my job. I've served 4 mayors. You know, nights like this cause me to agree with you.
Okay, thank you, Council. We're going to conclude
I'm not
this
finished.
this
We're not
this
concluded.
meeting.
I got some questions. You're KLC, right? The mayor introduced you and he said you were going to represent us.
He wanted to talk with you all earlier.
He's here now.
Give you advice.
And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him.
Yeah, but you need to direct your questions
To him.
to the KLC, not to him tonight. He's not here for that purpose.
Are you defending him?
Are we
He can't
paying him
answer
to
a
be
question.
here?
He drove down here from Lexington or Frankfurt or somewhere. Are you representing me? So you're our legal advisor?
Are we
So
paying
do
you
we-
to be here? But we pay them.
So you're my attorney? So do we have attorney-client privilege if I sit in the back room and talk to you?
Yes, that's why I wanted to talk with you.
Okay. I was told by other people at KLC that I did not have that. Thank you. Just want to make sure.
Okay.
You want to
Maybe
talk
y'all get
with
together. I'm not talking to you, Larry.
You want to talk with him?
No, it's none of your business. I'm talking to him. He represented you. The mayor introduced him and said he was here to represent me. I want to know.
Yeah, and we're paying for it.
Okay. This will conclude the city council meeting for tonight. Thank you.
Are we going to motion to adjourn?
Are you going to make the motion to adjourn?
Are you going to ask for it? Are we going to motion? Are we
Need a
done?
motion to adjourn.
Anybody want to make a motion?
I make a motion.
Is everyone finished?
Second,
Is there anyone else?
there is a roll call.
Got one more
Wait
right
for
here.
the roll call.
Ms. Little? Yes. Mr. Ortega?
I believe that really does need to get looked at. I agree with the mayor. I think we should let KSP do their job. Give them time to do their job. We don't want this rush. We want the right thing done. Let KSP do their job. And like the mayor said, whatever action needs to be taken after that, I believe he'll do the right thing. I do. And this is a horrible tragedy. I was there Saturday with the majority of you guys, and it's sad. But we're one team, we're one community here. We have to just come together.
Well, yeah, the county does have a shortage, and we do assist them. I think it was over 600 calls that was requested to the city this past 12 months that we go out there and help them. And we will continue to help the sheriff's office as they've asked. And people were right about one thing here. In the past, the city was not working with the sheriff's department. We have done that since I took in office, and we will continue to assist the county if they need us out in the county on calls. If an officer is in trouble in the county, we will continue to run out to them and assist them in any way possible. If they have a shortage of deputies and they need help with calls, we will continue to run out to serve the people of this community and to help our sheriff's department. There is a roll call that we need taking place by the city clerk.
Mr. Ortega?
Mr. Ortega, yes or no?
Kelly? Yeah, she made a motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Thank you. That will conclude this council meeting.